Here we go. We are live. Good evening, everybody.
How is everyone this evening? What a weekend of strong man and strong woman.
Yes, it's been absolutely brilliant. Obviously, we are here to talk predominantly about the World's Strongest Nation, which happened last night. It was last night,
It
wasn't it?
was, yeah. It's been a busy day, but
yeah, Giants Live last show of the year as well.
Last show of the year has been an amazing year of strongman with Giants Live, but wow,
What way to end it.
I really enjoyed the show yesterday.
I did too. Honestly, it was a lot more. It was better than I thought it was going to be. I knew it would be good. I knew they put on a great show, but like when we first read the rules and everything, I just didn't really know what to expect or how it was going to play out. But some of it, like the relay races, especially like the farmers, the final event with
the final event was really exciting,
and the tug of war. Like
the tug of war. Obviously, I think the matting and that, the Giants Live team straight away were like, we need to sort this out.
This isn't right. Yeah,
I think they tested it on concrete and then on the carpet. It was a bit of slipping and stuff. But other than that, it was like a faultlessly ran show, I thought.
Yeah, it was. And they made some changes. They had to sort of think on their feet and be willing to adapt. And the athletes were all great and they adapted really well. Obviously, we had a couple of people have to drop out.
Do you know what was really nice is seeing, normally in individual shows, everyone's very serious. Everyone's focused on their own thing. But seeing that many people like supporting each other backstage,
it was nice.
In front of the cameras,
all the hugging
having
and
fun.
It
was just great to watch. And the talent was amazing. I mean, Gabby Dixon's Hercules hold. We'll talk about all these things. I'm sure you guys have questions as well. Let's
see who's in with us today. We've got the whole gang here. Elizabeth is here. Who have we got? That's Monica's here. Hello, Monica. Lots and lots of people. Fred is obviously in the house, as is Randy, Mr. Armour. Everyone's here. Nicola's here. She was hanging out with us last night. Hi, Nicola. Yeah. We all had a really late night. What was it? We went upstairs. It wasn't too late that we went upstairs, but didn't go to sleep till about 3:30. Well, actually, no, it was late that we went upstairs.
We didn't get up to like 2 or something. But...
Yeah. It's
That's late for me and Liz, staying out.
Yeah. We usually after a show, we're just completely wiped and we go up, don't we? But Luke Davis is here. If that's the same Luke, then hi, Luke. When he set the record in that line, just quickly skim reading a few comments. Oh, we've got a super chat from Mr. Fred, of course. Thank you so much, Fred. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Hope all is well. What a show. Gabby is freaking awesome.
Gabby was incredible. And do you know the thing with Gabby? She just does it with a smile on her face all the time.
Gabby's brilliant. Like technically on paper, she's kind of like the least accomplished strong woman because you've got 3 World's Strongest Women champions there. And then Inez, who obviously made the podium this year. Gabby did make the final. But I feel like she stole the show, to be honest.
Oh, she was unbelievable.
Her deadlift as well as the
deadlift was fantastic. Her farmers were great. Her Hercules hold. Right, let's bear in mind, Gabby, let's just kind of put this into perspective on the Hercules hold. Gabby beat my best time ever on there.
Yeah.
She beat Tom Stoltman's best time on there. She beat Novikov's best time on there. Yeah. I think I need to check that. But
probably.
She beat Lysis's performance on there. So like the amount of world's strongest men that she's beaten on that implement is quite unbelievable.
Yeah, it really was.
And what a lovely lady as well.
Yeah, she's really and she's so young as well. It's all just, it's mind-boggling. It really is. But it was just, it was brilliant.
It's nice seeing the reaction. I haven't had a huge amount of look online, but I've kind of skimmed over a few things, and it's been kind of received really well, having the women alongside the men. So that's just really cool to see.
Yeah.
You know, how cool would it be to have like an arena world's strongest woman contest?
That would be, yes, that's what we need. Like a really, really big deal made about these women because they deserve it. They're just so incredible. Nicholas saying, I was chatting to Darren Sadler after the show. They're definitely going to do this again, looking at ways to add other countries. Yeah, so already you can buy tickets for next year's show. So it's up on the site.
The competition's happening next year. I'm not sure on the format yet. No. I mean, we've spoken about maybe doing like a 4 nations type competition would be cool, or having smaller but more teams, smaller teams, maybe like 3 or 4 in each team, but having more nations represented. But I think as a start, it was fantastic. And you know, just showcased what the women can do. Obviously, we know what the men can do as well, but it was just interesting watching that kind of interaction between the teams.
It was.
It was. I thought Martins was an amazing captain as well for the US
Martins
team.
was great. They were so organized out back. I've got so much great footage to share with you guys tomorrow. But yeah, they were like super organized. Whereas Team UK, like I'm filming Team USA in their huddles and all this, and UK is sort of milling around in the back and everything. But like props to UK because they won it overall, didn't they? So
Ben Joyce is in the house. How you doing, Ben?
Good evening, Ben. Nice to see you. Good evening, Dylan and Sam and Jane and Alex, everyone who's come. The tug of war was super funny, says Luke. I loved the tug of war. Like, there were issues with the flooring, like you said, when those rubber mats were tested on concrete. Apparently, it worked really well, but not so much when they got there and it was on carpet.
Yeah, but like you say, it was fun to watch. And
it was fun.
You know, when you're doing a team comp, you need some interesting, unique events. I'd actually like to see a few more events that involve the whole team working together.
Same. I'm really grateful that Giant Slide didn't just do their normal events. Do you know what I mean? They really mixed it up.
And I think they can make it quite interesting going forward as well. Yeah. The team comp gives you a little bit more sort of scope to be creative and come up with some fun stuff. And you know, I wasn't sure how I'd feel about the gladiator style points leading to time advantage at the end, but that last event was really exciting. Both teams were going crazy,
and it was, to be fair, it was nice that they were both still in contention.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It wasn't a lost cause, because otherwise,
no,
what's the bloody point if it's win or lose? So,
absolutely,
yeah, it was good.
I love Mark Felix backstage. Like,
Mark was so hyped. This is the most hyped I've seen Mark in a long time, and I think it's just off the back of his, Masters win. He's feeling good. Is our Mark.
His chest's kind of puffed up at the moment.
Yeah. I was just going to go back to this one. I hope they adjust the scoring system. It was great, but seeing something as amazing as Gabby's Hercules hold earn no points was too bad. Yeah, I think the scoring system wasn't bad. So like for the Hercules hold, it was the cumulative time for a team, and then the best overall time won a point as well. So the team won 3 points, the winner won 1 point, and that was Team UK and Mark Felix. But I know what you mean. Yeah, there was like no reward for, I guess it's second best though, isn't it? Yeah, but I think it's just because we were all so like whoa by it. That
it was just because obviously, the weights on most events are kind of altered.
Yeah.
So like on the deadlift, the ladies were deadlifting 220, I believe. The men were deadlifting 360. But the Hercules hold was just the same weight for both.
Yeah, which is why it was that bit more special, wasn't it? But I'm sure like this was, it's their first time doing it. I'm sure there's going to be lots of changes next year for the better. It was I don't think any of us really knew what to expect, but just some small tinkering needed. Overall, I thought it was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, it was. People were saying about Gabby's Hercules hold was their favorite. Just jumped on from Down Under. What did I miss? So if you haven't seen it, then you missed an epic show in the World's Strongest Nation. You can still go and watch it on Official Strongman. But people are like, I don't really want to sign up for a subscription. You can cancel straight away. So, I don't know what it is. It's like $9, maybe $10 for the month. But all of the competitions for the last couple of years are on there as well. So you could sign up, watch everything.
Giants Live really want to, they want to push Official Strongman now. So they're kind of investing a lot more money into it, a lot more time.
And don't forget, Official Strongman growing means that OSG, the Official Strongman Games, will really grow. So that's the intention, is to grow that side of things. So it's for the benefit of the weight classes and the women as well. So it's all for the greater good. The greater good. The greater good. Daniel, thank you so much for the super chat. Lalist announced his comeback to Masters, and Phil Pfister last month on his YouTube is training for a Masters comp. 40 plus, maybe the most stacked.
It's going to be a fun one next year.
God, imagine competing against Phil Pfister again after all these years.
I was trying to talk to Darren about like a Legends comp and who you could bring back, and like Pfister, maybe someone like Magnus Samuelsson, Hugo Girard.
Let us know what you think, guys. World's Strongest Legends. Just a one-off fun exhibition of strength for all the retired, well, not all of them, but some retired athletes.
I mean, that would be an amazing, fun event. But talking about the Masters comp, that is going to be stacked.
Yeah.
Zadrunas won it the last 2 years in a row. Rauno did it this year. If Lalas enters it, that's crazy. You think Terry has just announced that he's going to do Britain's Strongest Man.
Yeah.
So he might look at doing something like that towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Could be, yeah, it's going to be, I've got to get training hard.
No, I know. You better start right away, Lozzo. Was any of the weights the same for the men and the women? It was just the Hercules
Just the Hercules
hold.
hold. So everything else was adapted, but for some reason, the grip strength is just equal
Yeah.
or even better for the women.
I think they got the ratio right weight-wise. Do you know what I mean? The rep ranges were very similar for men and women, like for winning performances. Maybe like slightly better for the women on things like deadlift and log as well. Yeah, but it wasn't far off, to be honest. So yeah. But it's one of those things. It will grow and adapt as we go forward. And the women just get better all the time, don't they? I think promoters sometimes like, it seems too heavy. Is it too heavy? But it's not, because it's so good.
I think two things. One, the promoters knew that all 6 of the women had competed at World's Strongest Woman, so they only had 2 weeks to go from that to this.
That's true.
And this was all about putting on a show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they were formidable.
Yeah. What have we got? Team the Netherlands. Yeah, we were thinking about what teams would work. Like, I think you could have a Team Canada of the same size.
I think you could with Ukraine as well. Certainly, you could have a good Ukrainian team.
Yeah, not sure. Like, it would. I think it would have to be smaller teams if it was more
Possibly,
nations. Yeah. So yeah, maybe 3 or 4 guys, 2 women, or something like that. Because you wouldn't want too few.
No,
you want to give more people an opportunity.
It's hard, isn't it?
You?
Because who do you take away? Who do you add in?
Yeah.
But I think like a 4 nations or something like that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Or maybe you could do like parts of the world. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole of North America and.
Well, North America is so strong. You've got Canada and you can't kind of have both
true.
of them
that
together.
Would be a bloody massive team, wouldn't it? Yeah, no, that's true. The show was epic. Petition for a women's Giants live show in 2023. I think it's becoming more and more likely, isn't it?
Yeah, the response has been good. If you guys keep talking about it and, show the promoters that you want to see it, and then you buy tickets to it, because that's important. And the women themselves have to kind of, roll with this and promote the sport as much as possible. Yeah. But it's been a brilliant platform.
Yeah, it really has. Good. And the reception for anyone who was there live, that the women were they worsted, like they were getting maybe some of the biggest cheers. Their queues afterwards for the VIP meet and greet, it's not like everyone was queuing for the men and the women's tables. They were popular. I
was looking at Andrea's Instagram and the amount of people that were having pictures with all of them.
Yeah.
And the camaraderie between the teams. It was just so cool.
It was really cool. Rebecca Roberts was damn near jogging with those farmers. Yeah, I think the farmers took the women by surprise because they're so big, aren't they? Massive. Andrew was saying because they're so wide, it was really banging their legs.
Yeah, but she was saying like Rebecca was super fast.
Yeah, Rebecca was brilliant.
Yeah,
but Rebecca, she's and not to be rude, but she's built like one of the men. She's 6'4" and 150 kilos, isn't she? Do you know what I mean? She's just
whereas Andrea has she's short and has these chunky legs. So the legs with those chunkier farmers bang into her, whereas the farmers at OSG were thinner. Yeah. And she was like lightning.
Yeah.
But Mark Felix got the fastest time on the farmers.
Yeah.
The old man is still
I know. Yeah, could you believe that? He beat everyone.
Yeah, this was the fastest time.
Yeah, amazing. Callum saying, well done, Loz, on the after-event analysis. Really enjoyed watching that.
Thank you very much.
You were really thrown into that, weren't you?
Radzi and myself had no idea what we were doing. They just kind of threw us into it. But
they were like, here's a desk.
Do you know what? Radzi's so cool to work with. And he loves strongman, and he's very knowledgeable on strongman, but he's also great at what he does. He's someone that's worked in so many things. He's just a cool guy to chat to, and we both really enjoyed it. So hopefully you guys liked it, and maybe it's something that Giants Live want to do more of.
Yeah. There we go. People saying they'd happily pay for the live stream of a women's only competition.
Good to see.
Canada as a nation. Yeah, Canada. You've got Maxim. Imagine if JF came back, but you've got Gabriel Rayum, Mitch Hooper, and the women as well. They've got world champions in there. They've Sam Bellevue. They've got little Hannah Brock. Yeah. Little, she's very strong. She's the world's strongest woman under 73.
Was just 7th in the world's strongest woman.
Yeah.
So they've got a strong team. Your cat is over there doing something. Though.
I know. I don't know what she's up to. I'm keeping my eye on her. What's she doing? I think she might have seen a spider or something. She's get it, Nala. A proper nations comp would be great. I was saying this on Facebook, that one representative from each weight class on each team would be a good way to do it. Yeah, that would be interesting too, to see more weight classes incorporated into it. I guess the problem then is the logistics of different weights for different things, but maybe that brings it back to, like you said, more team events.
There's lots of things that can kind of be moved forward with this. I just think it was an amazing first time for us to kind of witness and see. Someone said, what happened to Bobby? Bobby twisted his ankle on the farmers. So the farmers, he kind of hurt his ankle a bit on, and then obviously he was struggling after that. I think Hicksy was just struggling in terms of...
He's not been very well.
He's not been feeling well the last few weeks.
And that deadlift just finished
took him out of him.
Yeah.
Obviously, Eddie hurt his lat. I'm not sure how bad it was. I think he thought initially it was probably worse than it actually is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think other than that, everyone got through. Inez tripped and hurt herself.
She rolled her ankle. I've got good footage of that, actually. Well, I was right by Team America's feet, not too close, obviously, but I was from that angle. So yeah. I've got someone saying there, after OSG and Brogue, I was shocked how fast the whole show was over. Yeah, we forget how fast Giants' lives are, but to do 8 events in that time is just...
And let's remember, the women had to do more events as well than the men.
Because there were only 3 women, and it was a minimum of 2 on each event, wasn't it? So the women were pretty non-stop. It was it was heavy going for them, but they coped so brilliantly.
Do you know what? Like a team comp like this, if they did more nations, would give a lot of new people an opportunity, because there is great women and men out there that we don't know about in these different countries. There is, we're thinking of people that we know, but it's a great opportunity to introduce new athletes.
Well, you could have, say, Team Ukraine as an example. Alexei Novikov, you're going to be captain. Tell us like 2 women that you're going to bring. Do you know what I mean? Presumably one will be Olga, but I'm sure there's another amazing Ukrainian strongwoman we don't know.
I'm sure there is, And Olga is the world's strongest woman.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Wow. Olga goes without saying, is what I mean. But I'm sure there's more that we don't know about.
And that's why I'm saying that a competition like that would be great to see new talent from the men and women's sides.
Yeah.
I'm sure Australia could put a good team together. I'm sure there's loads of countries that could.
Yeah. Great to see them have so much support at the show. Ladies definitely got the loudest cheers. Yeah, I think it would give the women a lot of confidence going forward, because we've had good women's show before, but they've never competed in front of a crowd like that.
No,
I don't think in the history of the sport they've ever been in front of so many people.
We've watched the women for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
and the Arnold is always awesome to watch. The competition in Dubai was really good with the women, but this one they've got that opportunity to perform in front of such a large crowd.
Yeah.
Alongside
and all the atmosphere that comes with that as well. Yeah. It was so cool. It was really good.
I think everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone competed and enjoyed it. There's people saying that Radzi and Loz was a great combination. Hi,
thank you guys.
Okay. Poor Donna looked knackered, but kept coming out and smashing it. She really did, especially after that deadlift. She didn't want a deadlift. I don't think anyone wanted to deadlift.
They were all feeling it at that point.
I think everyone was kind of thinking, deadlift's a pretty serious event.
Actual deadlift for reps is just a tough
event. Yeah. Everyone's like, oh God, no, I don't want to do that. But obviously, someone had to do it. Lots of people saying that they love
Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed Radzi and myself on there. It's fun doing stuff with Radzi, and that's kind of what I enjoy, is like the analysis side of things.
Yeah,
I don't like the presenting side so much. So
do you know?
That kind of suits me, and I really enjoy it, to be honest.
Yeah. Mark was the MVP. Mark won so many points for the team because he won at least 2 bonus points. He won it on the farmers.
It's a weird thing when I was kind of watching, and I was talking to Terry, and potentially if it was a singles competition, Mark would have struggled. If it was like 8 events and we've got to do those events
against those
Mark
guys.
Would have struggled against those guys. But this is where a team comp's interesting, because you can just put athletes in for certain events,
play on their strengths.
And that's what I was looking at before the competition, because arguably with the state of the British athletes right now, well, look, you've got Adam Bishop coming back from an injury, and Hicksy wasn't at his fittest. So I'm just saying the state that they're in right now, and you've got Trey Mitchell in the other team, you've got Martins Lissis. On paper, you'd look at that and think the Americans are better.
Yeah, definitely.
But with a team comp, you've then got to look at the individual events and say, well, they are better, but Mark Felix is almost unbeatable at a grip event. You know, the ladies are so good on certain different events. It's just a different element to a comp, because like Mark Felix, if he had to do the log, he's suddenly going to drop a lot of points.
Of course,
but because you can kind of go in and out,
pick and choose,
and it was like, you know, Terry, I think, was really enjoying it and thinking, you know, I could do some of these events.
I
was like the same, to be honest, watching on the sideline.
I could jump in and do a forward hold.
It is interesting.
Dylan here, Gav was looking in good form, apparently wanted to have another go.
Gav was a hero. Gav was like up for doing the log twice.
Because we didn't have a second guy after Hicks had to pull out. I mean, Bish just coming back from his tricep, like he couldn't do it. Mark can't do the overhead log for reps, bless him. And so it was Gav said he'd do it twice, but they were like, no. I think they were trying to protect him. I don't think there was an official rule to say no, but I think they were like, no, come on now, Gav. Gav would have done it. He was up for it.
Oh, he was well up.
Gav was brilliant. I love Gav so much. He's just such a great presence in the sport, isn't he? He's such a nice guy, and he looks great. Like with his curly hair and stuff. I love pointing the camera at Gav. He's just like, he's so massive. The sausage.
He is awesome, and so liked by so many people.
Yeah, he is. He's really loved. Mark was ace. Definitely think the relay type events were the best to watch. I love the relay,
the fast paced ones. And it just it was exciting, wasn't it?
What we got? Gabby Dixon was impressive on the Hercules hold. With some training, she may well break the record. Well, another person who people aren't really talking about, but she wasn't far behind, was Rebecca Roberts. And she was really disappointed with her performance. Crazy as it sounds, she went over a minute too, but because she genuinely thinks she might be able to break the world record, which is just
it's crazy.
It is crazy, but you know, you can't say, oh no, you can't do that, because she's proven what she can do.
Hello, why did Robert Oberst drop
Alejandro,
out?
thank you for the super chat. Nothing has officially been announced, has it? There's speculation.
I hear that he's got some other event that he's focused on in terms of work and didn't want to risk hurting himself, so he pulled out. It wasn't like, let's just make it clear, it wasn't like Robert was dropped. Robert pulled out himself for his own personal reasons.
I saw a lot of comments. Always been given the boot. It wasn't. I don't think it was anything like that. Martin saying, does a smaller wingspan benefit in the Hercules hold? No more so than, say, a short athlete loses out on an Atlas stone where they're all loaded into the same height.
They adjust the length of the chain depending on the athletes. So technically, you're trying to get the same position for every single athlete. Whether it's exactly the same or not, I don't know. But, you know, To be fair, though, short athletes get screwed all the time, because on loading and stuff like that, they don't lower the height of the plimps for the shorter athletes, do they? Everyone has to go to the same high height. Same with like the first Atlas stone platform. So maybe, but probably not if they're actually. But if you kind of think about someone like Felix, he's got such long arms as well, so he's got to kind of have it quite far out.
Rebecca Roberts too, she's 6'4". The wingspan. What was the atmosphere like there live? It was absolutely electric, and I know that doesn't always come across on the live stream. I haven't watched it, so don't know. But,
I've not watched it back on the live stream, but the atmosphere was amazing, and what was quite incredible was the prolonged cheering.
Yes.
Often you kind of get this big roar at a competition for a short kind of
but then it can be quiet in times. But the atmosphere is very good on my behind the scenes video, which will be ready for tomorrow. So
there we go. Make sure you guys check out that.
I've been editing all day. How did the athletes find it? Curious if Sam, like Donna, were annoyed by the team dynamic. Usually so. No, not at all. They absolutely loved it.
You see like some of the pictures that are out there today, and just watching the teams backstage, even athletes that haven't always got on that well in the past were really kind of gelling together, making sure they worked as a team. It was good to watch, wasn't it?
Pad of the Hut saying seemed a bit disorganized. Did the athletes find it frustrating with rules being explained to them right before the events? No, because the rules were explained to them before. They've had the rules for a long time. It was explained to them at the athletes meeting, but this was their first opportunity to really see it as well. So it was sort of re-explained to them.
I haven't seen any athletes complaining.
No.
I know that the Americans were a bit disappointed with the flooring on the tug of war. Other than that, I haven't seen anyone sort of whinging.
I didn't hear anyone complain.
I know Ben Joyce is in the chats, and I think the scoring system worked.
It's hard to. Yeah,
it's the first time happening. It's kind of. I think it probably will be tinkered with in terms of how they do it.
Yeah,
but it was just fun, and it was just an amazing opportunity to show what team strongman is all about and what the women can do.
Mm-hmm. Rick saying you need a credit card for official strongman. Apparently, debit cards work. I don't know if you've ever tried and it's not worked, but we've been told debit cards work as well, and it just says on the website credit cards. Can anyone confirm? Can you pay for official strongman with a debit card? Let us know in the comments. Let's bring back Magnus Samuelsson for the legends and have arm wrestling. Oh, I don't know about that. We all know what happens when Magnus Samuelsson arm wrestles.
Yeah, I don't know how many people Megamind.
What's his name? Megaman.
Megaman. Yeah, I'm not sure many of the guys would want to arm wrestle Magnus. Monica would love to see a Legends show.
Yeah, a Legends show would be great. Who could we have? Derek Poundstone.
Saw Derek a few weeks ago.
I think you have to have been retired for at least a year. You? You a legend?
Yeah.
No, you could do it, Lozzie. You could do it. Who else?
There's loads. There's loads of guys.
Yeah, there is.
It'd just be interesting to see.
Still in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Loz, you started this interest in Masters. I'm definitely going to OSG.
Thank you. It'd be awesome to have any of you guys there. But Nicola, yeah, we will look forward to seeing you in Florida. Hopefully we'll see you before then. But
I had a few people last night saying, "Is Loz definitely do it?" Because I'm going to book tickets and go to OSG next year.
100%, I am doing it.
People are going to fly to Daytona Beach to watch you compete, Lozzie. No pressure.
I've still got to try and lose a little bit more weight just because I'm kind of happy at the weight I'm at, but I've got to lose a little bit more because I said I'm going to. So then I can put that little bit of weight back on over Christmas and a holiday.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with where my body weight is right now, so I want to try and start getting some strength back.
Thoughts on Eddie's hammer hold? I need to see it on OSG because I only saw it from where I was stood, and because I was quite far away. I thought it was quite generous with the time the whistle finally went, but apparently there's some controversy over Eddie's bum. And I did hear him talking out back saying, my ass isn't as big as it used to be. Like I'm used to it just being on the pole. Yeah. So yeah, it all makes sense now, but I'd have to see it. Did you get a better look?
No, I was quite far away watching it. From what I've seen, he maybe got away with some soft judging. But one thing I was quite impressed with Eddie, and it is one thing you've got to kind of admire about the guy, you could tell straight away he was struggling.
Yeah,
and he fought and he fought and he fought. And I've always said to athletes, if I coach people or I've said to other people, in an event like a front hold, you've got to fight as hard as you can until the referee says down. Never, ever put it down.
Yeah.
Some people do. They're like, oh, I'm going. And then they put it down.
They're just willingly,
Eddie did exactly what you should do as a pro strongman and kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting until the referee said, right, that's enough.
Yeah.
So you get the maximum amount of it you can. It's up to the referee to tell you to put it down, not you. You just keep fighting and holding it. If the referee doesn't say down, it's not the athlete's fault.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those situations. But I haven't watched it clearly. And, maybe he did get away with some lax judging, but we'd have to watch it back.
Blue Midget Panda, thank you for the super chat. Is this the sort of competition you'd make a comeback for, Uncle Lars? Do you think you'd enjoy the experience?
Yeah, I think a team comp like that, this would be really fun. Like literally everyone watching it was just loving it. And because you can be a little bit more selective about the events that you do, like for someone like myself, there's still events I'm pretty good at. Same for Terry, and you can avoid the events you're not so good at. So it works quite well.
Having a Ryder Cup style event would be cool.
That would be.
Would have liked to have seen slightly bigger teams, maybe 5 men and 4 women.
I don't think you want to go much bigger than that. You've already got 8 from each team. You can't start going bigger and bigger from that. I mean, you're going to have a whole army of people there, and then you're kind of restricting how many teams you can have as well. You've got to remember,
waters down the prize money a bit more.
Yeah, all those kind of factors. I think
to consider.
I think ideally, actually, more teams, so there's more countries represented, and actually slightly smaller teams would be probably what I would go for.
Yeah.
I know then you've got to think, oh, we've got to lose some great athletes. But it's,
not every great athlete can do every show anyway, can they? Where are we? Nicholas, see you at OSG supporting Team Lars. Is Poundstone the Giants Live poster man? Has he ever done a giant? No, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
I can't remember if it's based on Poundstone or not. I think Colin did tell me once.
But, the
kind of silhouette thing.
Yeah, maybe.
It might be.
Where are the Stoltmans gone?
The Stoltmans will be back.
They're in a lock in Scotland, just hibernating for the winter. No, they'll be back next year. I think their break has been quite well publicised now, hasn't it? Left Radzi and Lars.
Was Radzi out angling me?
How on earth did he manage that?
That's crazy if he's out angling me.
Stepping too close to the camera. Oh, I think that's a super chat, and there it is there.
Thank you very much for the super chat.
When's Liz following you, Lars, and picking up the mic? There's no one more knowledgeable and perfect for the role. I wouldn't be perfect for the role, though. I really wouldn't. No, I'm good behind the camera.
Yeah, you're busy.
Got face for radio.
Don't be daft.
But that's very sweet.
You looked very gorgeous yesterday.
Thank you.
Not that you don't today, but
that's fine.
You guys know what I mean. Help me out.
Put your spade away.
Some of the members' comments there.
Radzi and Lars make a great team. Iceland could put out a great team too. Also, surely when other cats ever not doing something, show the cat to the stream. Nala, come here. Come on. People want to see you.
Oh, she's coming.
Oh,
she's going to run away. Yeah. She's very shy, this cat. But
she's scared of you. Come here, baby.
She's not scared of me. Well, she is when I move, but she'll come and sit on me when I'm sat down. Here she comes. You going to say hi?
Here she is. This is Nala.
She does exist. A lot of people don't think she does, because if people come around her house, they're like, where's your cat?
Yeah.
Hiding upstairs normally.
She's lovely, but she's a 2-time rescue kitty, and she just doesn't really like people. But she loves her mama, don't you? Yes. Go on, you can go. Where are we?
Yeah, the cat's name is Nala.
Yes.
And
Nala
Alexa picks her up and goes, the lion cat.
Oh God, she picks her up like that and asked me to sing the Circle of Life so she can do the lion cat. But yeah, when we adopted her from the Blue Cross, her name was Treacle. And I said, that's got to go. I can't stand outside and go, Treacle. It's just sickly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it always Liz's cat? Because
explain why it's Liz's cat?
Because it is my cat. It's my cat. But also, when we got her, she imprinted herself on me immediately like a baby bird. And she's always been my baby, hasn't she?
Has, yeah.
She sleeps on my head. She licks my eyebrows.
She's a bit of a weirdo, isn't she?
Yeah, she grooms me. She just would live on me if she could.
Yeah.
But, yes.
Thank you very much, Finest Jelly Beans Raw.
Thank you for the
LOL.
super chat. When you
That's
talk,
a name.
When you talk about power and you look in the dictionary, Dixon, the definition of Dixon is superpowered. Kaz was as articulate as ever. Christ. Oh no. I saw lots of comments. I had a read on Reddit this morning and I was like, yeah. It's funny though, because I mean, maybe the audience hear it. I don't hear it, but maybe I'm listening out for other things.
Do you know what? I never hear that. Like,
I never hear Neil and Kaz, but I think maybe because I'm listening to what the athletes are saying and stuff like that. So, yeah, no comment.
Has Bish said whether he's still chasing the deadlift record? As far as I know, Bish is focusing very much on Britain's Strongest Man. That's, his focus right now. So expect a good all-round. Bish was looking, fit and healthy.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Good to see him back competing.
Yeah, he's lost a bit of weight, obviously.
Yeah, you can see his power's a little bit down, but I think by Britain's he'll be in good shape.
Yeah, I think so.
Look who's in the chat.
Chloe Brennan, best thing ever. Yesterday was huge. The ladies put on a show.
They were all incredible, and Chloe's incredible as well. You've done amazing things for the sport as well. And I say this to every single strong woman out there, and you guys need to do everything you can to promote this sport as much as you can. Do not expect promoters to just do things for us.
Yeah.
It's one of my mistakes when I was kind of competing, was just thinking, oh yeah, I'm an athlete, you know, I just focus on that. If we want this sport to be bigger, we've all got to work together and push it and promote it and try and get more and more people interested in the sport. So ladies, you know, Chloe, yourself, you're doing amazing with what you're doing. Just keep pushing it, keep putting the sport out there to more and more people, and let's keep it getting bigger, and the prize money and the performances and the shows will come.
Yeah. Yes, more events and more athletes. Lots of people saying hello to Chloe in the chat. Would love to see Mark like he was last night all the time. Yeah, Mark was proper hyped last night. Like, I've got some funny bits of him from behind the scene as well. Mark swearing, but like
swearing.
Excited swearing.
Yeah.
How rare is that?
That is rare.
Yeah, sometimes you'll get the occasional swear when he's angry about something, but he rarely swears when he's excited. So he was really excited. I get more excited for Gav every time I see
liked
him.
Mark's advice backstage before the farmers, because they were talking about what happens if someone drops it. Because technically you could go and tag, if like you were really struggling with the farmers, you could run back and tag someone. And Mark was just like, just don't struggle.
Yeah, just don't struggle. Yeah, struggling is not an option. It's just the way he said it, though. It was like an authority. Don't struggle. It wasn't very Mark-like, was it? Which was what made it so funny. Yeah. He is funny. Trey needs a YouTube presence. He did a collab with Will Tennyson, and he comes across as a genuine diamond.
And he is. He's a very, very nice guy.
And he's a great talker as well, Trey. Like, he's great at talking to the camera. He just strikes up conversation. He's funny as well. I like Trey.
He is.
Loz looked like a completely different person when he was talking with Colin. Amazing body transformation.
Thank you very much.
That's nice, isn't it? There you go. Hashtag Gav the sausage. Didn't see the results, but UK probably won. UK did win.
Yeah.
Trey seems to be a quiet, shy guy. I think he's coming out of himself a bit more, isn't he?
Trey's just very, very focused on being the best athlete he can be right now. And, you know, he's doing an amazing job. I think Trey is one of the best guys in the world right now.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, Team UK won. It was, sorry, I know most people in here know that, but I'm just seeing some comments saying who won and which team won. So
yeah,
the UK won. We won.
Jake said, I really thought USA was going to win. I thought they was too. In fact, to the point where I got kicked off of Team UK's table and adopted by America temporarily before the show started. I had to go in as an immigrant. Oh dear, never mind. It's a great night. The girls were amazing. They really, really were. Where are you? I'd love to see as many athletes as possible making content myself. It's great to see the pros training content. And it's something that's really helped make some superstars from strongman. Like, you know, without social media and the guys that really push that.
You get to see the athlete's personality as well, which is important. And, you know, everyone's different. And also people have different kind of training philosophies and stuff like that. So you can always learn from different people.
Yeah. Someone asking why Brian wasn't there. I can't remember the last time Brian did a Giants Live show. It must be about 10 years ago.
Yeah, Brian's not interested in doing Giants Live. That's the honest answer. It's nothing to do with people not inviting him. He's just very much focused on what he does.
Yeah. He's for years and years now. Brian's only done a couple of shows a year. So yeah. As a UK supporter, I have to be honest, there's no way Eddie would have beaten Martins on a Viking press. No, to be honest, Martins is, you know, he's not like he had a little small injury at Rogue, but Martins is in good shape. He's very strong right now, isn't he? And
he's big as well. Like he's the biggest he's ever been.
Eddie's been out of the game for a while, and I think it's a hard ask to beat Martins on an event like that.
But to be fair, Eddie made those first 4 reps look really easy.
Yeah, easy.
It's just unfortunate that happened.
Yeah.
But Martins looked pretty solid.
Yeah. The picture of Donna hugging Andrea was a pic forever, and Martins hugging Gabby. The pic of Donna hugging Andrea I took.
Yeah, that's Liz's picture, by the way.
Yes, doing the rounds. Yeah. I should watermark these, but I can't be arsed. I ain't got time for that.
I will point out, Nicola, my training partner last week did 21 reps on that Viking press.
Is that Jack?
He did 21 reps with it.
The same weight and
same
setup?
weight, same setup. I did 3.
Brilliant.
I could have done a couple more, but I was like, nope, that's enough.
Here we go. Confirmation that you can pay with a debit card on official strongman. So it might say credit card details, but debit cards work. Yep. Yeah, debit cards. Yeah, I did ask. I think it was Darren I asked, and Darren was like, no, debit cards definitely work on it. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go, guys.
Yeah, there you go. So you're not restricted to credit cards only. Debit cards do work.
Oh, look who's in the chat.
Sex bots. This must be a popular chat if the sex bots have come. Oh, it makes me sad to block them. Nicola, where are you? You're supposed to be moderating the chat. Maybe she wanted me to see them. Oh, has she?
I don't know.
Someone saying, how is Bish and what's he focused on right now?
We covered it a little bit earlier, but yeah, Bish is very much focused on Britain's Strongest Man. So end of January, that's when he wants to be back at his best, and he's looking forward to it.
Yeah. Pity Obas couldn't make it. Thought the banter was the only thing missing from a team's perspective. Love seeing how competitive Eddie was for this fun event. His front help was
I loved you trying to get some banter out of Martins. You'll have to watch on the behind the scenes.
Yeah, I was like, Martin, say something mean about Team UK. Honestly, I don't think you could be mean if you tried. It was useless, actually. But it was quite funny. Yeah, I think a bit of banter would be good. But I think also maybe it could have cheapened it as well if it was just like shouting insults across. I think what was really nice was that rather than a rivalry, it was more about teamwork and like camaraderie. And maybe it's the softie in me, but I think it was actually nicer like this, and it would have been.
I think it was great. Yeah, it was really good.
What was the Liverpool atmosphere like? Absolutely brilliant.
Sorry, you just clicked off.
Sorry, show your support. Yeah. Hit those likes. There we go.
Thank you, Paul.
Slap that like button.
Yeah, we don't like asking, but it really does help if you guys can share and like the channel.
Well done. Not calling it a page anymore, Lozzie.
I'm evolving.
Beat it out of you. There you go. The teams could include a master.
They did. They included the Grandmaster Mark Felix.
The Grandmaster. Yeah. To be fair, yeah.
Mark Felix is the over 50s world strongest man, and probably could have done extremely well in the over 40s as well.
If you could pick a dream team for 5 current strongmen, but they don't have to be a specific nationality, I would have Trey. I would have Alexi.
See, I'd be more thoughtful about this.
Mitchell.
Yeah, because I'd get guys that
on the events.
Like I'd have like Iron Bibby for like the log, or someone.
Yeah, like, without knowing the events. Yeah. But if it's just names going on, I would say Mitch Hooper, Alexi, Trey, Tom. As long as
Tom, you'd want Tom on your team.
Yeah, is that 5? No, I think I've got one more. Probably Martins, maybe Brian. I don't know. It would depend on the events. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Trey, Martins, Novikov, Mitch Hooper, and Lissis would be,
that'd be an awesome
5 men, and then maybe like, who'd you go for your women? I mean, I'd always pick Andrea. She's got
I would always
absolute
pick
weapons when it comes to her pressing. Victoria Long. A lot of people don't know Victoria Long, but she's very, very good.
Yeah, Victoria all day long.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
But then it's so hard, there's like Inez, Olga, Donna.
And if they're going to adapt the
Gabby.
weights. Yeah. If they adapt
Lucy
the weights
for the
dependent
deadlift.
on weight class, though, I would pick someone like Rhiannon Lovelace.
Yeah. See, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Too many good athletes.
Yeah. It's funny how England versus USA also happened in the World Cup, and that was absolutely useless, wasn't it? We watched that the night before.
And very
thanks,
true,
Nicola. Thank you.
She did.
Everyone's like,
people are seeing the cat.
Yay! Everyone's happy to see the cat. Oh, don't go too fast. Liz and Loz commentary team would be awesome. Loz is a good commentator, and like commentary is an actual skill, and I've never done it. I just assume I'd be bad because I know how much I have to edit myself in editing.
What Radzi and myself are doing isn't so hard, but actual commentating when you're at some of these other events where you've got like a voice in your ear and you're trying to go on timings and there's lots of kind of things going on. I'll say something that's not quite correct and people will will like jump on it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so hard because you've got so much going on.
Yeah.
You're trying to make sure you stick to certain
I wouldn't cope well with that. It would be yeah.
It's not just like the live streams and stuff, but when you're working for like Rogue or like you're doing it in a studio as like for a proper show like World's Strongest Man, there's a lot more that goes into it than people think.
Yeah. Liz, would you like to see Loz on a Masters or Strongest Nation comp, or would that be too stressful? No, I think I'd be okay. I think like the days of Loz's most stressful competitive.
Well, but basically, like what we've kind of decided, or I've decided, and Liz just supports
just go along with it.
Yeah. I love training, and I'll always train for something. So I have no intention of trying to do strongman professionally anymore, like I used to, where it was like my job. But if I feel like I want to compete in something, then I will. So right now I want to do the Masters. I'm going to do the British Masters. I'm going to do the World's Masters. I'm going to do a push-pull powerlifting comp. And I want to go to Scotland and do the Dinny Stones. They're the 4 things I've sort of planned to do in 2023.
Yeah. Liz dresses to the nines until she's live with you. I dress like a slob on the lives. I just put on something comfy because it's just sitting and chatting with friends. It feels like
we've just got 571 friends on here.
Yeah, it's fine. I want to be casual for you guys. Oh dear.
If it was a World's Strongest Man, you might dress up more.
I'd put on a lot more makeup right now if it was World's Strongest Man.
That's when you get some abuse, isn't it? When we have more.
No, it's not so bad. It's when something goes viral beyond strongman fans that I'm more likely to get, who's this bitch?
Who's this man sat next to Uncle Loz?
Yeah, she looks like a man. Do I?
She's definitely not.
No. No, I have some lovely birthing pictures. I should send these people. Oh, that'll mess them up. It's a good thing you never hear Neil and Kaz. Thank you, lucky. Oh, thanks, Luke. Well, actually, maybe I am deaf. We've decided, haven't we? I am deaf and dumb.
Frederick is saying that Chloe is the greatest strong woman out there.
There you go. Or Fred's favourite strong woman out there. Imagine your YouTube icon being a picture of you lifting the Dinnies. Badass. There you go. Next year should be Canada versus UK. I don't want to lose a team though. I just want to add more teams, I think, rather than just have 2. I think it would be great to have 4 would be great, but maybe just with a couple fewer. Liz interviewing Lars, we're still waiting. We haven't forgotten. I feel like Mitch Hooper stole a bit of my thunder there because he did the kind of interview that I would have done. But Liz questions her marriage to Loz every time Mark Felix removes his shirt. I adore Mark, but I adore Mark like I adore my cat. You know, I don't want to marry my cat. I just love my cat. Social media has been a godsend to the sport. Yeah, absolutely, Christine. It's really helped the sport flourish, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Without social media, we just wouldn't be where we would be if it was just the TV we were still relying on.
Not at all.
Oh, we got a super chat from Fred here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fred.
Okay.
Always supports us. Thank you, Fred.
A few things. Would pay anything for an all-woman show. Liz, how do I get chat on live? And Loz, will you train me to beat you at OSJ? How do I get chat on live? Chat on live?
I don't know.
What do you mean, Fred?
Can anyone help Fred with this question?
Chat on live. I feel like I'm being stupid. And
oh, maybe he means like the... I don't know. Actually.
No, I don't know.
Sorry, Fred. Yeah. You've kind of stumped us with that one.
Yeah.
And can I train you to beat me at OSG? How do I say this nicely?
If you like, you would have to throw it, like throw the event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for him.
Yeah, I love Fred, but I'm not a miracle worker.
He's not a magician, Fred. He's a coach.
That's something you've got to be honest with people when you train them. You know, genetics are massively important in strongman, and you can have the best coach in the world, but someone with just great genetics can beat someone that, you know, someone with great genetics and nothing else. Can beat someone that's the best trained athlete but doesn't have the kind of genetics to do this sport.
Back, I'll say the sex bots are back. Hot sexy strong men in your area. Oh, Dylan's turned into a sex bot. Reckon Bobby could have given a good bit of banter.
Bobby was giving some banter backstage.
Evan as well, to be fair.
Evan would have,
yeah, but obviously Evan's in recovery. Martin was an absolutely brilliant captain. He was great. Yeah, like Martin's not going to be someone you're smack talking with, is he?
No.
I have to agree with Liz on this one. If we're going to build the sport, making sure it is supported across friendly rivalries is important. Did I say that?
I can't remember, but
sounds like something. Eddie was a bit cheeky with the hammer hold. Yeah, we were talking about that a bit earlier.
But not Eddie's fault.
No. Yeah. Like you say, it's one of those you've got to cheat as much as possible. What nation would you pick, and what would be your team with the setup as it was? Or that would be more of a full video and time to think. Yeah, we'd probably need time to think about that, to be honest, because
I'd like to see more teams. Like I said a couple of times now, I think a lot of us would like to see more teams take part in an event like this.
Yeah. Your Andrea did amazing. Well done to all the women last night.
All the women did amazing. I think that's just, all of them.
Yeah. Levi, thank you for the super chat. Levi, I'll get your kilt ready for your Scotland visit. There we go.
Looking forward to coming up to Scotland.
You'll need a new kilt, won't you? You'll have shrunk out.
Off me.
I was going to say, can't go like a traditional Scot. Jesus Christ, you'd be arrested when you try and cross the border.
That'd be an interesting video.
yeah, lots of naked ass running around Scotland.
Nobody needs that.
Is Mark Felix married?
Not anymore.
Oh, he's divorced. Yeah. Single and ready to mingle. No, I don't know that he's single. He's divorced. Chat comes with going live. Well, I don't know what people say. Top option might say top chat and give a drop down, change to live chat. Oh, people are helping Fred.
Cool.
Fred wants to put chat on his channel. Oh, I don't know, Fred. I don't know. It might be something where you need to have a certain amount of subscribers or minutes or something. I honestly don't know, because we have been YouTubing for about 2 years before we went live.
We didn't even notice it.
No, we don't know. Why does Loz rank Terry Hollands above Phil Pfister in terms of most genetically gifted strongman athlete he's competed against?
Because Terry is freakishly talented. I mean, Terry works very hard now. He's much harder working and disciplined than he used to be. But Terry was one of those guys that could go drinking, smoke like a chimney, and still kick everyone's ass in a strongman competition and not even work that hard in the gym. That's old Terry. Terry now works extremely hard, but I actually think Terry's genetically as gifted as someone like Hafthor and Brian Shaw.
But maybe he didn't
wasn't as disciplined as those guys in his prime. But honestly, Terry's one of the most gifted guys you'll ever meet in terms of strongman.
There we go. Thank you for the super chat. Simulation. Donna was so impressive on the axle. Felt like a bit of saving face from Nadia talking about doing Raw versus Donna in a suit, etc. Maybe, but if they're allowed to do a suit and for some reason you choose not to, you have to accept that disadvantage. But saying that, not everyone gets much out of a suit, do they?
No, some people don't. Actually, I think 3 of the ladies didn't use a suit.
And
they all struggle a bit more in them. But
Andrea doesn't use a suit, does she?
Gabby didn't use a suit. But it's, if you're allowed to use a suit, then it's up to you. I'm someone that would rather suits weren't allowed in strongman. I've said that before, but if they are, I'm not going to put myself at a disadvantage. I'd train in one if I was going to compete. But some people really just don't get on with suits at all. Other people are real masters of learning how to get the most out of them in one.
Yeah. Gav was immovable on that second fall. What a great anchor in Gav built.
That's the man you want as your anchor.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Liz and Romark as team captains. Do you know what? There'd be a lot of smack talk because Romark is just forever coming at me. And I'm just like, get back down there, Romark. You're a guest here. Yeah. But it can be revoked.
I really like team comps. I've done a few team comps in the past. I mean, Terry and myself were runners-up at the World Teams a couple of times. That was a 2-man team. And they're just a lot more fun than individual shows.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And everyone's just more relaxed and just having fun. Amazing transformation. You went from our cuddly, giggly friend to that guy that videos himself in the bedroom. What? Oh, it was so funny. The other day I put together a little, what's it called? Like a before and after picture of Loss's face, because you can really see the difference in the face. And he messages me back and he's like, "You've made me fatter in the before picture." I was like, "I bloody haven't. I had to show you where the picture came from, didn't I?"
I know. I didn't believe you.
From Botswana, and yeah, you genuinely look like.
I don't know if any like old wrestling fans are on here, but I saw that picture and I thought, my God, I look like Earthquake. There's a wrestler called John Tenter, I think his real name was.
Bee stung.
I was like, my eyes were like
swollen like little slits, weren't they? Yeah, you just didn't look like you at all. Oh dear.
Hopefully aging reasonably well.
You are very gracefully. Loz, who holds the Dinny Stone record currently, and will you be going for the Farmer's Carry record on it?
The Scottish Dinny Stone carry is held by myself. And yes, I will be doing the Farmer's Carry with it. The replica ones, which are the ones that they use at the Rogue Invitational, are held by Kevin Ferris.
I was talking with Chloe about this because there's a £1 difference. It's very negligible when they're that heavy. There's a £1 difference. But I said to her, are they exact same shape? She said, no, they are a little bit different. So they're as close as possible to the Dinnies, but there are some small differences. I'm
looking forward to it. I don't care if someone beats my distance.
No.
But I really want to try and go all the way across the bridge.
Yeah,
that's something I want to set myself a target with.
Yeah, like a bucket list thing to do, isn't it? North America versus Europe would be cool. Canadian here, not sure our team is mature enough to face US or UK team. This is the thing, the English team of women especially, they're so experienced.
I'll tell you what though, the Canadians have strong ladies.
They do.
Very strong.
They do, yeah. People saying it'd be exciting to see Terry compete again. Does Rauno still use the single ply suit? Yes, he does. Seem to remember hearing he was in a single ply. Yeah, he always wears a single ply. He wears the just pull up over the arms ones.
Yeah, he can't get on with the double ply ones.
No,
I can't either. Like I hate them. Yeah. I feel so restricted in them. But some people get on really well.
Yeah.
Often it depends where you're strong. So like if you're stronger at lockout but weaker off the floor, a suit tends to help you a little bit more. Whereas if you're the other way around, you're strong off the floor but weaker at lockout, you don't get as much out of a suit.
There we go. Catherine, thank you so much for the super chat. It was lovely to meet you both last night, both just as amazing in person. Oh, bless you.
Thank you very much.
It was an amazing experience, and finally met my SM bestie, Nicola, in person. Yeah, so we were downstairs.
It was really nice chatting to you.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet some of our fans. This year we've more fans. I hate the word fans.
Yeah,
family.
Yeah.
Friends.
Friends, yeah.
Yeah, but it is like it's a big strongman family.
There you go. Where are we? I feel bad for old fat Lars. He keeps getting shitted on in the before and after pictures, but he looks like a nice person.
Do you know what? My daughter watched me on TV the other day.
Yeah.
And she refers to me on TV as Chubby Daddy.
Yeah. She said to me the other day, she was looking at pictures, and she said, "Oh yeah, that's Fat Daddy." I said, "Is Daddy not fat now?" She goes, "No, now Daddy's buff." I was like, "Oh God, he's obviously taught her that." You told her you're buff, yeah?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, okay.
I tend to just kind of tease you and her, and like a wrestling reference, I kind of say I'm Big Papa Pump.
Oh God, yeah. Where are we? It's great to meet Dan. He was starstruck when Loz came and sat with us. Oh man, what's this? On Loz's best day in his top condition, how many reps do you think he could get on a 320 kilo squat? Eddie got 15 in 2017.
If I'm being totally honest, like if I gave everything, I reckon I could do 14 at my absolute best.
Okay.
14. That's I did 12.
Yeah.
And I was coming back from an injury.
Okay.
That year that Eddie got 15, I got 12. I think at my absolute best, maybe 14 was possible.
Nadia doing one motion logless. That's called a Viper press. It
yes.
was so insane to watch. Yeah. Yeah. It was interesting seeing the different techniques amongst the women because you had Andrea. Andrea really struggled on the clean because she's had a bit of an angry bicep. Yeah. So she was finding the clean difficult, but then her press was so easy. Inez obviously with the sort of jerking motion.
Yeah, great technique.
Nadia Viper pressing. Donna throwing it. It's very different techniques.
Yeah, it was. It's a shame Hicksy couldn't do it.
It was a shame, yeah. And Bobby, of course. We lost the two best. Well, say best for max log lifters. I think, you know, Trey's very good for reps.
Well, Trey's very good for max
Kevin
as well.
had to jump in with the unexpected log lift. Bless him. Everyone adapted really well, and they wanted to help each other out, didn't they?
Nicholas says superfan. Her sister says stalker. Hey, if you can be anything you want if you keep buying me drinks.
Plying Uncle Loz with drink. Wow, with Diet Coke.
Yeah. And a coffee. No, you bought the coffee.
I bought the coffee. Actually, no. Dave and Andy bought the coffee. We were 2 strongman fans who we met in Dubai. They were over there to watch the Eddie versus Thor fight, and they're just absolutely hilarious. So it was good to catch up with them last night as well.
Got some wrestling fans in the chat.
There you go. Wow, Loz knows his wrestling stuff.
I used to be a huge wrestling fan. I don't watch it now, but back when it was really good, I watched it.
Jimmy wants you to know he still would have before you lost the weight.
Wow.
Still thought you were
He's loyal to me.
Yeah, he loves all
versions. To be fair, you do as well. So,
yeah, I say I loved you fat.
Yeah, Jesus. What was wrong with us?
I don't know.
Can you
deaf and
do you need glasses?
I do need glasses. You know that. Matt, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks to you too, Chloe and Rhiannon. I have entered my first 2 novice strongman comps in January and April. Once my powerlifting comps out of the way. P.S. deadlift for reps is horrible. Keep being awesome. I guess as a powerlifter.
Best of luck in your competitions, Matt. And yes, deadlift for reps is brutal. As is squat for reps.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually a lot of strongman events are brutal. That's what's nice about the team comp. You can start being selective.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at with like strongman.
I want to
be selective about what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to be like, right, you're doing worlds, you have to train for these events.
Yeah. I
want to like wait and see if there's a competition I like the look of. Okay, I can do those events.
Just jump in. This is a great question from Rob. Loz, what do you think was your best performance in competition, regardless of the results?
I think my super yoke at the Dubai show with was pretty. When was that? 2018.
18, yeah.
Because that was 600 kilo, 580, 600 kilo yoke, and we had literally all the best guys there.
Yeah.
And I blitzed everyone. That was a pretty good performance.
What about overall competition performance rather than single event?
I'm always really critical of myself.
I've never
been happy.
It's never perfect.
It's weird because like you see so many people make excuses and stuff. And the thing is, you just got to get in a competition and compete. Everyone can look back on a competition and say they could have been better, or that, you know. So I never really try to look at it like that too much. I was always someone that I compete, do the absolute best I can, and what will be, and then I'll analyze and think, right, now I need to work on getting better at this. But I can't ever remember a competition I did and thought, yeah, that was perfect. My Europe's win was good because I broke 2 world records.
Yeah, but you still didn't do what you wanted to do.
My deadlift was down.
Yeah, because you wanted to hit 440, didn't you?
Yeah, but I tore my lat previous to that, and it just affected my deadlift. My log was a bit down as well. So, you know, when I won the North American Championships, I don't even think I was in that good a shape.
Yeah.
But I performed pretty solidly. I made a couple of mistakes, but did better on some events that maybe I didn't expect to. You've just got to, once you're in that comp, you just got to fight hard. I'd probably say some of my best performances were actually 2012.
Yeah.
I was very good. But there was a very, very good pro strongman called Zadrunas Saviskas that might have been in his prime at the time and stopped me winning about 20 shows.
What a bastard.
I think I was on like 20 podiums, and there was him
Zadrunas on top
blocking the
light. Big Zadrunas fan.
Damn you, Zadrunas.
Yeah, damn you to hell.
Watch him beat me by 1 point next year at the Masters. I'll know how Rauno feels.
Yeah. I was going to say, me, you, and Rauno have to gang up on him.
Lucy is absolutely lovely.
She's the nicest person ever, Lucy. She's really sweet. She's genuinely lovely.
Yeah.
Giants Life should do a woman's 700-pound deadlift challenge with a large cash prize. Like £700.
Do you know what? I think we'll see a woman deadlift 700 pounds in the not too distant. I'd be more interested in watching that than the men doing 500 right now.
Kilos.
Yeah. 320 or just shy of 320 kilos is 700 pounds.
What comps are left for the year?
Nothing. Well, America's Strongest Man.
I was going to say there's a couple. If you go onto Strongman Archives on the front page, you can see the upcoming competitions. But there's not much left now.
It's either nationals or Americas. I don't know.
I was going to say there might be some other national
3 weeks
competitions. Yeah, but that's pretty. In terms of international,
there's no big internationals now.
No, our next competition that we'll be going to is Australia's Strongest International in January.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about that, and that happens the weekend before Britain's Strongest Man.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So straight away, it's going to be a frantic start to the year. Yeah. yes, holy moly. Next year will be stacked with Matesh and Luke Richardson coming back. Luke Richardson looking very good, isn't he? Very healthy.
Yeah, Luke is looking really good, actually. Might go up and train with him in a couple of weeks.
There you go. You say you're never happy, but you beat Thor. And
but I mean, I was obviously very happy that I beat Thor, but you still, as an athlete, unless athletes watching this right now will totally understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You will always look and think, well, that could have been better.
Yeah.
If you're an athlete that wants to keep improving and wants to keep competing, you will always be critical of your performance. I guarantee there's athletes watching this that will 100% agree with me.
And also people who have to drive home from a competition with athletes also understand what you're saying. Yeah. And the analytics.
If you're an athlete watching, back me up. You know exactly what I mean. Obviously I was very, very pleased that I won, but you still look at things and think, well, I could have done this better, or I need to work hard and improve in this area. It's just the natural thing that you should do as an athlete if you want to keep competing and keep getting better.
Good question here from Ben. Could they do a women's giants live on the same night as men's, alternating events? Could give men athletes more? Yeah, totally.
I actually think that's probably the next step.
Yeah, I think so.
Before we see just the women's only.
I think so, yeah, because then, because let's face it, it's very expensive to book one of these arenas, and they need the assurance of ticket sales. It's just the way it is. If you're going to put hundreds of thousands into an event, you need to at least break even, don't you? Or so come somewhere close. So that would be a great way to incorporate that. Because the Whoosh show where they did the women and the men, it was great, but my God, everyone was dying.
They had to go so fast paced to get through it, didn't they?
But whereas just doing men log, women log, men this, women that would have been better.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it would have worked better in terms of
it was a great show. It was just the athletes were dying with how fast paced it was.
Yeah, with the men especially. You got Janasha rolling around and Ivar's going, I need oxygen. It was hard. Yeah. It was good fun though. Don't forget about Gabriel Rayon. No. Team Canada would be very strong, very, very strong team. What have we got? Would you say that Lucy Lovelace is the strongest? Rhiannon Lovelace, pound for pound, strong person in the world?
Yes, I would.
Yeah,
she is unbelievably strong.
Yeah.
And someone that wants the sport to get better.
Yeah, she does a lot to promote the women's side of it. Her and Luke in their gym Chaos, they put on a lot of competitions. They hold qualifiers.
They both coach
and support the female side of it massively. So
Rhiannon is, in my opinion, without question, the strongest pound for pound athlete.
There you go. Where are we? Would love to see Eddie make a comeback. I feel like he wouldn't have to gain that much weight. I don't think Eddie will ever make a full comeback, to be honest. I think his body's just been through too much. They've just announced a pregnancy as well, which is really
congratulations to them.
Yeah, because how old is Max now? He must be about 12, 13?
I'm not sure, yeah.
He must be. Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, it's been a big
I think he's a
gap
bit younger
for
than
them.
that.
Is he a little bit younger?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit younger because
maybe he's more like 11.
I think 9 or 10, something like that.
It's hard to tell with strongman children because they tend to be big for their age. Yeah, like Ava's coming up to 6 foot. She's 13 years old. Just like, oh my God, stop. So Alex is the only person in the house now still shorter than me, but she's 4 and she's not that much shorter than me. She comes up to my boobs.
Max is 11. There you go.
Nala will be the only person shorter than me.
10, 11, something like that.
Max is 11. There you go.
Well, someone said 10, but
yeah.
He's 10 or 11.
10. 11, be something like that.
He's another strong lad as well.
Yeah, Max is 25 years old.
Oh God, we're going to have
behave.
We'll have a discussion of how tall he is next, won't we?
Yeah. Any news on Giant Sive in the US? No, but we may have news to bring you soon, because you're going to be doing a podcast with Darren, aren't you? Because he wants to talk about 2023, so that's really exciting. A couple of days ago, before we went to the show, we also did a podcast with Mitch Ladner, who is the social media director for World's Strongest Man, and we directed all of your questions at him. So it's not us asking, it's Strongman fans.
We got our members to ask questions, and we put our members' questions to World's Strongest Man. So that's coming out this week. Yes,
that will be out on Wednesday. So tomorrow you've got the full behind the scenes, which is looking to be about an hour and 15 minutes long. So please set aside some time for that. The day after, we'll do our more professional, polished recap and review of the show. Wednesday, you can watch Mitch Ladner's grilling, if you like. But for now, I think now is a good time to log off, Lozzie.
Yeah, indeed. I hope everyone has an amazing week. Thank you very much once again, guys, for tuning in and listening to us ramble about strongman.
We love it. We all
Sunday.
love it.
But have a fantastic week, and we'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.
Hold on, you can't start smiling and waving without clicking this. Now do it.